So welcome to my channel, Just Live a Little. I'm Mike and this is my Herald Classic 400. I've done now 9,532 miles on this, 9,532 miles. And that's over about 4 trips. So today is the 24th of June 2025. This is my second trip this year. I went to France on the previous one, so please do go back and watch that one with a friend, but most of the time I go solo. So what am I doing this time? For those of you who did watch, I'm a little bit more packed this time. I've still got my rucksack that I'll be wearing. I'm going to be leaving tomorrow evening, so I have packed ready to go. All my waterproof gear is in the bags that you see here. What have I got? I've got a top box full of clothes in a rucksack that fits in there perfectly. I've got 2 of these roll bags either side strapped down on top of my panniers, okay, and that's got all my camping gear in it. And for those of you who watched last year when I went to Italy, I have upgraded my Eurohike to a Munger 2, so it's a 2-man tent. So there is going to be more room. I'm away for 2 weeks this time as well. Where am I going? The votes were in. The dog's saying hello, she wants to chat. We're going to Europe, all right? So I'm going to be leaving tomorrow. I'm going to Harwich. Different route. I've not gone this route for many, many years. So I'm going from Harwich to the Hook of Holland on an overnight ferry tomorrow as soon as I finish work. Okay, I'm going for a quick haircut because I need it. And then I'm going to have dinner. I'm going to head off about 7:30 tomorrow evening. And the ferry leaves at 11 p.m. Overnight ferry, so I've got a room booked, and then the following morning I am going to Assen. I'm going up to Assen for the 100th Motorcycle Grand Prix, so the Assen TT circuit. I'm going up there, and we're going to get involved in a little bit of what's going on up there, because my very good friend, an old army mate, Nige, that's you I'm talking about. I'm going to be meeting up with him because he lives right near the Assen circuit. So I'll be staying there for 2 nights. 2 nights where I won't be camping, all right? So 2 nights I'm going to stay with him. I'm looking at getting to him Thursday evening. Friday, we're going and we're going to watch some of the qualifying racing. Friday night, we're going to do the street party because it's a big deal, this, to Assen, being the 100th anniversary. Quite a bit of history there. We'll talk more about that while we're away. And then Saturday morning, I'm going to be jumping back on the bike and heading to Germany. And for those of you who know me and might have served with me, I'm going to Osnabrück, or Osnatraz as we used to call it. I'm going to Osnabrück and I'm going to visit what was Roberts Barracks, where I was based from 1986 to 1992. That's where I'm starting. Loose plan in my head, I'm going to be camping, okay? So from the first 2 nights with my mate, I will be camping for the rest, probably. My aim, all going well, touch wood, there's a bit of wood on the floor. All going well with the bike, I'm going to go from here to Assen, then Assen to Osnabrück, which is about 2.5–3 hour ride on sort of back roads from Assen into Germany. I'm then going to go beyond there, if I get time, and head towards Würzburg in the south, okay, south of Germany. I'm going to go as far as I can get, then find myself a campsite, pitch my tent, and get some sleep, all right? The next day, from Würzburg, I'm going to be on the Romantische Straße, all right, or the Romantic Road. For those of you who have seen it, or you know it, it's a lovely, lovely route that heads down into Bavaria, okay? It's about 200 kilometers long, and it takes in some really historic towns, and you get to see some castles, and it ends at a place called Füssen. Now, Füssen, there is, and I always call it, it's called Castle Neuschwanstein, okay? There's a tongue twister, okay? Built by the Mad Prince, but we'll talk about that as and when I get down there, okay? Been there many times, but I want you to see it. It's an amazing place. I'm then going to go into Austria, out of Austria, into Slovenia. This is all a loose plan. Into Slovenia, then I'm going to take some lovely mountain roads through Slovenia into the Italian Alps. Then I'm going to head into Tuscany. And I'm looking probably at spending a couple of nights, different places though, camping in Tuscany. and show you a few bits and pieces there. Come out via Pisa, maybe try and have a look at Leaning Tower of Pisa. Head along the South France through Monaco, try and get a bit of the Grand Prix track in while I'm there. And then outside, I'm then going to head further down through, following the coastline, the coast road. I don't want to get on any fast roads, all the way down towards Cannes and beyond towards the Pyrenees. Then, all going well with the time, I'm going to head into the Pyrenees on French side, probably, and then all the way through to the west coast, follow the west coast of France up, and I'm going to come back in via Calais, all right, via Calais and into Dover. Now, that's the loose plan. I've got 2 weeks, 14 or 15 days I think I'll be away. I'm going to be camping as much of it as I can, all right? So, yeah, that's the intention anyway. So, please do enjoy it. The next time you see me will be when I get on this bike and I ride out of the park and head towards Harwich. Okay, so here we are. I have to say, I think I've got more kit with me than I've ever had before, but I am away for 2 weeks this time, so I've only got my vented jacket and a t-shirt on because I feel absolutely baking. It's 23.2 degrees and 23, well, there we go, yeah, 23.2 degrees. And what time are we on? Quarter past 7 in the evening. I do have to swing by Harleston, which is not far from here, to fill up because my petrol light's on. I'll close this down. And yeah, fill up and then say goodbye to my parents who live there. But this essentially is it. We are off to Europe on this tiny little Herald Classic 400. So that's us filled up. Time now is, do you know what, I don't even know what the time is. Oh yeah, 20 to 8, there we go. And I've got, yeah, 1 hour and 7 minutes from here. Well, how long have we been going now? It's now 20 past 8. We are half an hour away. So we're now on the A12 that's heading towards Colchester from Ipswich. Oh, there is a petrol station. And Morrison's petrol station. What shall I do? Yeah. Well, here's check-in. A few push bikes. Got to be Dutch. And another 4 bikes. I guess there must be a few in there. Yeah, loads. So it looks like there's a few of us going to Assen. Yeah, the guys in front, just chatting to them as we pulled up literally for 2 minutes. And I had my helmet off, thought we were going to be here for a while. And yeah, all the bikes started pulling away. Yeah, but they're just going to Assen for a long weekend. I'm obviously going a lot further. They were a bit shocked when they saw what bike I was on and how far I'm going. But let's see how it goes, eh? Well, good morning. It's, I think, about 5:30 in the morning UK time. Yeah, I slept all right. Little room. Excuse the mess. All my gear is in the corner there. Well, some of it. Yeah, these are all right actually. I think they're about £50 a night. But yeah, usual ensuite type thing going on in there. But I'm going to go and get a coffee. Yeah, going to go and get a coffee, have a little bit of a chill. I think we dock, excuse me for shaking my phone around. We don't dock for another 2 hours, so I'm going to go and get a nice coffee and a relax, and then come back and get my gear and load it up on the bike. I think it's about 7:30 actually, so it's about an hour and a half from now. So, God, I look tired, don't I? Look at this. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the ride and the ride through Holland today. I can't wait. I've never ridden in Holland, so there we go. Something fresh for me. And I'm going to meet up with my friend at Assen. So can't wait for that. Well, welcome back. Almost on board. I've now got myself rigged up. Got my earplugs in. Got my helmet on. Everything's packed. I'm hoping in here will be my handheld camera. Let's see if I can get on. Welkom in Holland. Nederland. Yeah. That's the correct one. But I don't speak any Dutch. None. None at all. So fortunately, one of my best mates, Nige, is clearly fluent. It's going to be fun. He thinks I drink them. He just said the beers are cold. I didn't have the heart to say I don't drink alcohol anymore. Not that I ever had a problem. I just I actually do drink, but rarely. And last night I did have a beer, and I'll be honest, yeah, I got a headache because it's probably, I don't know. I think I had a couple of beers at Christmas, but it's pretty much about 1.5 years since I stopped drinking regularly, and I really suffer for it. Yeah. So for those of you who haven't watched before, this is my this is the 4th trip into Europe that I've done, and I've on this bike, the little Herald, 3 years old in September. It's now, we've done 10 countries, so this is the 11th country. So welcome to the Netherlands and the 11th country for the Herald. Okay, so gloves on, got no liners, got them in the bag if I need it. My all zipped up, just check. That's that glove. So I shouldn't need to stop for quite a while. 100 odd miles. I've had a coffee, we're all good. Old school, that railway station. Love it. There is a slight difference between the euro and the pound. However, I've just gone past the first petrol station I've seen, and it's almost €2 a litre. I think I paid £1 and I don't know 34p for E5, you know, high octane fuel. Yeah. Oh dear, never mind, eh? That's random. Perhaps they like to do that in Holland, do they? Go on the cycle paths with the scooters. I can't feel any rain, but I can certainly see some on the visor. Yeah, few spots on my legs. Do I pull over? So I pulled the pin. It's raining. Not particularly hard, but I'm starting to get a little bit wet. This jacket and waterproofs are fantastic. Yeah, they've lasted years. And the jacket was Held, I think it's a German company, but it's got a hood, so I'm using the waterproof on the one. It's an old jacket, but it stretches, which is nice. So I haven't bothered with the gloves. The old summer gloves. So, but there we go. guy wanted, he was pulling up behind me. Hope it wasn't the police. Certainly didn't look like one, did it? That's better. Right, where am I going? Yeah, I chose perfect timing there. Stick it down. It's all good though, isn't it? How you doing, alright? Where you going? Yeah. I'm going to Assen, staying with a friend for a couple of nights, going to the TT, and then I'm heading through Germany down to Austria. Yeah. I don't know what they're hooting at. We're not going anywhere, are we? Yeah, then Slovenia. So I'm hoping to get into Slovenia as well. And then into Italy, South France. Yeah, I've got 2 weeks, so. Yeah. Are you just staying in Holland? Yeah. It's the first time I've ridden in Holland, I'll be honest. Yeah. Sorry?
Most years for the Assen.
Yeah.
We do, yeah.
Have you just come off the boat today?
You?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm following the old B line there. I'm not bothering with that. That's my navigation.
Oh, right.
I've never normally used this, but I thought I would make a change. But I've got a map there if I need it, but I prefer using that.
Yeah, just the old-fashioned way.
Oh yeah.
And then I've got the, if I get stuck, I've got the phone and the earpiece. So
Yeah.
I like the old one.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember doing it like that. That's the problem with avoiding motorways, I suppose, this, isn't it?
So, isn't it? Where are you from the UK then?
Sorry?
Whereabouts in the UK are you?
Oh, only East Anglia.
Oh yeah.
So it took me about an hour to get to the ferry.
Yeah, it took me about an hour and a half. I was just not think the Cambridge either, I think.
Oh yeah, I know it. I know Ely, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, not far away.
Yeah.
I'm up near Diss.
Oh yeah.
In Norfolk, yeah. So I've just filled up and I've done over 150 miles on the tank. That's the most I've ever done, I think. Let's have a look. Yeah, 152 miles, look. And I wasn't obviously empty. That's pretty good. I think that works out about 90 miles per gallon, something like that. So, welcome to Assen. We're now heading into town for a party. Say hi, Nige.
Hey, I heard you want to leave this place where we grew up. This old town, just put it all behind. Remember you and I would always find somewhere to hide when we were kids, so we could see and hear the water run. The river's gonna cry when you're gone.
Hey, doe de best mee. En in de half middags, zo half iets nachts. Allee, allee, doe de best mee. Lekker in, lekker bezig zijn. Zo iedereen zijn opslagen. Wie probeert het, wie doet het? Hallo.
Waiting for your call. Seems like time as a wave passing by, leave a mark in our marks to turn to memories. The river's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. The river's gonna cry when you're gone, gone, gone.
So, welcome to the Assen Motorcycle Grand Prix, the Assen TT circuit. Now, quite a lot of history. So what you can see behind me, by the way, is it's gone quiet right now, so that's why I'm doing this. Today is the Friday, so it's the just the practice. That's not the qualifying, which is happening tomorrow. Today on the Friday is just practice, and the stands behind me, I don't know if you can make it out, are absolutely packed. But what it is to this year is 100 years since the start of racing here at Assen, motorcycle racing. So in 1925, behind me, directly behind me, is the original start line, which is still the start line today, except what happened was it went out directly behind the camera down this road and out into the countryside. Now, in 1949 is the very, very start of the motorcycle World Series, Racing World Series in 1949. So not long after the end of the Second World War. So this is the only track that has since 1949 had a race track in the same place. So as I say, the start line used to be here and going out around the roads on sort of a motorcycle TT. But it closed to a closed circuit in 1955. So in 1955, it was a 6-kilometre track, and it was very famous and called the Cathedral of Speed. Why was it called the Cathedral of Speed? Because the speed that the guys could carry around this track was amazing. Because what they did was they had cambered corners, quite steeply cambered corners, and the riders loved that. That has been reduced for the current track, but they've still got slight cambers. They still love racing here because it is a cracking track. It is a nice, fast track for them to race around. So the last change though, big change for this track, was made in 2005 and 2006. And what they did was they reduced it from a 6 kilometre lap to a 4.55 kilometre lap. And then the only more recent changes were about 10 years ago in, I think around about 2015, where the stand that you can see behind me was erected, okay? And also the stand that's behind, that's a newer stand that is behind the start line, start and finish line, is quite new as well. But the start line itself has been in exactly the same place for the past 100 years. So, as you can see from the B-roll footage, this town of Assen in the Netherlands, there is no other, I have never seen anything like it in my life. The way they go ahead and make this such a big event annually, not just because it's 100 years this year, it's the same every year. So believe me, if you're a bike rider and you want to come and experience the most amazing week, really, it runs from Monday prior to the racing, which finishes on the Sunday, to the following Monday when they close it all down. Then do it. You'll see from the B-roll as well, we're going to do this evening now, but we're going to go around and have a look at what they get up to in the campsites where all the motorcyclists are. Because previously, all the bikes could go into the town and they would be wheeling and doing burnouts and in around the town centre. That's now banned. So you've either got to take a taxi into the centre and walk in, or you can cycle as we did last night in, and you can party. But it's phenomenal. And you know, I don't drink much alcohol, so fortunately I haven't got a hangover today. But yeah, I've never seen anything like it, and the way they celebrate this, I just don't think there can be anywhere else on the World Series that do it the way they do. And you know, hey, mention it in the comments if you think they do. But there we go. This is the Assen TT circuit, the Motorcycle Grand Prix. Finals is all happening on Sunday, and this is Friday. And we're going to do some more footage later on, but I hope you enjoyed this and a little bit of the history of the Assen Motorcycle Grand Prix circuit.
So what do you reckon about this Dutch malarkey on the bike?
I like the Dutch bike.
We'll have clogs on you later.
I was hoping you would stay, but I've always known you would go find your own way. I still see when we climbed up in those trees, 12 years old, feel the wind, watch the river run, and the sun would always shine. When we sat there, you and I.
A lot of girl riders here. A lot more than the UK.
River's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. River's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. River's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. River's gonna cry when you're. River's gonna cry when you're.
So what we're endeavouring to do now is show you what the campsites are like. So this is one of the more lively ones. Yeah. There are some quieter ones, but it's definitely one of the lively ones. Try and get along, just walk along
Hey, I heard you want to leave this place where we grew up. This old town, just leave it all behind. The river's gonna cry when you're gone. Hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.
Sa iyo nilaglamo. Gusto ko kumayang nakatagal sa akin. Binibalik ko.
Before I sleep, hear the crickets, see the moon. Side by side and through